Hey everybody, me again. And hey everybody, and well, you know what today it is? It's Eid al-Fitr. Today's Eid al-Fitr, everyone. Happy Eid Mubarak. Happy Eid Mubarak, everyone. A lovely Eid al-Fitr we're having this week. Well, this beautiful month since we came back from fasting and all that. And you're probably wondering, what am I going to say next? Simple. And it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be a doozy, everyone. I know this is going to be shocking, but you need to be shocked. This is going to be shocking, and you need to be shocked, everyone. And what is that? The whole division of society between men and women, the feminists and the red pill, this division of society between men and women, it's all just delusion how in a Western society we have allowed online cults to spew hatred and degenerate talking points like feminism and red pill, spewing out hatred, spewing out hatred and spewing out hatred and division every time what these so-called ideologues talk about. They're two sides of the same coin, grooming young boys and girls into degeneracy, into becoming a degenerate like them. You know why society does this? Because society is full of groomers, everyone. Society is full of groomers. Grooming your kid, grooming at whatever they can get their hands on. We all know that feminism is an ideology that has no moral backbone to stand on, but create division in society amongst men and women, giving out false accusations to ruin men's lives. And but when they go to court, their false accusation falls apart and they get thrown in prison because the feminists were caught lying. And we all know feminism is is just delusion. It's all just delusion. And that's why, everyone, feminism is nothing but pure delusion as well as the red pill. And let's just say the red pill is a scam ideology that a bunch of red pill cultists trying to spew out hate amongst young men into radicalization into committing crimes. You know, people like Andrew Tate and other red pill cultists trying to groom little boys into their idea and giving them their money in hopes of getting a woman is a complete laughable, pathetic existence. That is a red pillar. Because everybody, the red pill and feminism, they're both sides of the same coin. They're both sides of the same coin. Spewing out hatred and division, all these so-called alpha men, all these so-called feminists trying to just flex how powerful they are, saying that you're this, whatever it is. It's all just an image, everyone. It's all BS. Now let's make some music, everybody. And that is how you do it, everybody. That is how good music is made. And here's what I can tell you about the red pill and feminism. Because both the red pill and feminism, everyone, are two sides of the same coin, always spewing out hatred and degeneracy amongst both sides. And of the other, just spewing out hatred and degeneracy of the other side. And now politicians are now grifting these degenerate ideas, and these grifters keep radicalizing you into getting their attention, because you know why they're getting your attention? Because at the end of it, the hatred and the degeneracy that these cultists, that these so-called red pill and feminist cultists spew out, it's all part of the attention economy. Who could spew out, who could be the most outrageously idiot, which is, who could be the most rage-baity person who could spew out the most degeneracy and hatred and rage-baity stuff, so that way they can get more clicks and views. Yeah. Just shows how much, really much of a degenerate that these degenerates are. Because at the end, the red pill and feminism is all degeneracy. I can tell, because it is degeneracy. Because it's all degeneracy. And it's funny to clown on these people. It's just funny to clown on them. Thinking they're going to get somewhere, thinking that they'll get likes and views. In reality, all you're just making, when we clearly know they feel very insecure about themselves, and they know they're very not only insecure, but they're also not only insecure, but how can I put this in a way, not just insecure, but they're also not only insecure, but also very lonely, they claim, even though they claim they're these so-called, kind of like those insecure alpha men. And by the way, everyone, these so-called alpha men, these so-called feminists and alpha men, they're all just trying to get your attention. You gotta understand the manipulation that both sides are playing, because red pill and feminism are both sides of the same coin, manipulating you into getting them views and money. Because views is money, everyone. Because views, it's money. This is how YouTube works, because all views are money now, for some reason. And these so-called goblin clout chasers, these so-called feminist and red pillar goblin clout chasers, I like to call them, they'll do anything for money. They will, because now money has been incentivized. That's why you got to keep on ignoring them. I know it sounds anticlimactic, but trust me, it works. I love this song, everyone. I love it. I love what I produce. Let's do this one. And that is how you do it, everyone. That is how beautiful music is made. Both of these degenerate ideas have one thing in common, everyone. All these degenerate ideas, the red pill and feminists, we know what they all have in common? What it is rage bait. It's all just rage bait, baiting you into their cults, grooming you into giving them money, grooming you into giving them their money to them. You know what? They don't deserve that money for creating division in society. All these red pill and feminist ideologues, they don't deserve your money. They shouldn't even be allowed to have a platform. What all these cultists deserve, you know what these so-called red pillars and these feminists, what they deserve? They deserve to be working at a drive-through at a McDonald's, taking my order, putting my fries in the bag, and people like me succeeding in life and scoring women. That love me, and that are not brainwashed by this cultish society that they spew out. Any society that refuses to punish criminals, that society can burn down to the ground as it deserves. Because you know what you get when a society refuses to punish criminals and refuses to enforce justice? You know what you get? You get what you fucking deserve. And that's all I have to say. Anyways, fight this degenerate agenda, and as always, fight this degenerate agenda. That's all.